Hi everyone, this is Dr. David Branham. Today, we're going to do a very short video on how to make a bar chart in PowerPoint. Bar charts are very important for your statistical presentations. So I'm going to share my screen here and get started, but this is going to be a short PowerPoint. So I'm going to start with my PowerPoint, sharing my screen on it. Okay, the name of this video is creating a bar graph in PowerPoint, but you can create graphs, all kinds of charts and graphs in PowerPoint. It's very easy. So I'm going to go to a blank page. And right there, we can see on this blank page that there's a bar chart sitting right there in the middle of the blank page. Basically tells you where to get started. So all you have to do is put the left click on that bar chart. And guess what? We have a bar chart sitting there in front of us, ready to edit, ready to do what we want. But if you look over to the left, there's also all kinds of other charts that you can make. Line charts, pie charts, scatter plots. Those scatter plots are often very useful in statistical analysis. Maybe you want a histogram. Maybe you want a tree map. There's all kinds of possibilities with PowerPoint. Today, we're just going to do the easy one, which is the bar chart. So if you want the bar chart, it's right up there. So you just click on it, left click on the bar chart. It's coming around. There we have our bar chart. And up at the top, when I left clicked on it, it gave me that little Excel sheet at the top. That Excel sheet is where you put in the values for your bar chart. If you look here at the bottom, you have category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4. Today, we're just going to say that we're going to look at grades 1 through 4. And if you want to add more, if you want 5 grades, you can do that. So let's do grades 1 through 5. So I'm going to put just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there in the slots. Look, all of a sudden down at the bottom, we have 5 grades right there at the bottom. And if I want to put, if I want to put test scores in there, I just simply put the test score values for the bars. So let's just make up some test scores here. 91, 90, average test scores, 88, 87 maybe, 92, 95. And I'm going to call this, because it's a column, I'm going to call it the reading test scores. And so you up there on series, you just put reading. And all of a sudden we have reading test scores with the bars up there. Okay. But we might want math test scores right next to it. So let's do that. Average math test scores, 86, 88, 86, 85, 90. There we have it. Now we have that for the first two. We have the reading test scores, and I'm going to put it up there. I have to put up there in the series. I'm going to put math. So now we have math test scores in the orange bars. We have reading test scores in the blue bar. And we have a gray bar down there that we really don't need. So all we have to do is look at series 3 and say, we don't need series 3. So you click on D. You can left click on it. It highlights D. And then all you do is press delete. And it gets all those bars out. The problem is it still has column 1 up at the top. So you need to get rid of that too. And the only way to really get rid of that is to left click and delete here. And that gets rid of column 2. So now you have columns of 5 grades with a bar chart, a blue bar chart, and an orange bar chart for reading and math scores. And you can see down at the bottom, blue is reading, orange is math. Okay, so now I'll just get rid of that data at the top. Oh, sorry. Get rid of that data, and we have this. I want a chart title. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in a chart title, because what I did was I right-clicked up here on chart title, and so now I can put in whatever I want. Now I'm going to say reading. No, I need to say average. So I'm going to say average reading and math test scores by grade level. So now I have a brand new title at the top, average reading and math test scores by grade level. And so it's a pretty nice looking chart. But anytime you do this in PowerPoint, what ends up happening is that it makes its own adjustments. And here it made an adjustment where it made the base of my chart at 80. And I don't want that base to be 80 because it gives you a false sense of what the test scores are when you compare the bars. So what you do is just go over here to this line on this area over here where that 80 to 96 is, and I'm gonna right click it. And I get this up here. I get this view up here, which I would really just rather it. See, I'm sorry. If I left click it, then it comes over to the side over here. So I'm sorry, on that far end on that far left side where it says 80 to 96, you left click on it. And on the right, it gives you the minimum and maximum. So what I really want is the true numbers. So I'm gonna put the minimum at 0, the maximum at 100. And voila, I have the chart at 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top. And you see the bars, but you really don't know what those grade averages are, even though those bars are there. Get a good idea just by looking at it, but maybe you want to know the exact average. So what you do is you just put a left click on the bar, those blue bars, and if you look here, it says add data labels. So I'm gonna left click that, and all of a sudden I have add data labels. I have the average test score for all the reading scores right at the top. I want to do it for math scores too. So I'm gonna right click on it, add data labels, and I have the math scores too, the average math scores. I don't think they're big enough. So I'm going to go home, I click on it, go home, and I'm gonna change that 12 on the font to an 18. And look, all of a sudden my math scores are really big. I need to do the same thing for my reading score. So I left click on it, got them all in the box, change that 12 to an 18. And I have it. You can even, you can make all kinds of adjustments. Now I have a nice little chart. If I want to get rid of that at the top, I can just get rid of this because I really don't need this. I have my chart. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. Cut it. Good. Now I have my PowerPoint with my chart in there. It's got my reading and math scores. You can see that down at the bottom. Blue for reading, orange for math. It says average reading and math test scores by grade level. I have my grade levels down at the bottom. I have my test score on the side. And so that's a simple way to make a chart or a bar chart in PowerPoint. I encourage you to experiment. If you want a chart, if you want to make a pie chart, a line chart, scatter plot, experiment. Go ahead and find out what you can do. If it's not exactly the way you want it the first time, just go back in and say, okay, I need to make some adjustments. Go back into your data, make some adjustments, and you'll end up having the chart that you like. I hope this video helps. I thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, as always, be sure to contact me. Many thanks.